All right. What I want to do then is show you. That's your homework quiz or not? No, that's not. I got it. So what I want to do is show you guys how to divide or write this actually in complex form. So the main thing, guys, remember we talked about I square root of -1. You can't divide by negative square root of a number, right? So we got to get rid of the I. Now, the only thing that we've talked about is, remember we talked about if you had 3 divided by square root of 2, you multiply by square root of 2 over square root of 2, right? If you had 3 over 4 minus I, you multiply by the conjugate. Right? So if you had a binomial, you multiply by the conjugate. If you had a square number, though, what do we multiply by? Or the square root of a number, we just multiply by the square root of the number, right? Because square root of 2 times square root of 2 equals 2. Well, what do you think I might want to multiply I by? Well, you can multiply by negative I. Well, if we just multiplied by I, right, negative I would work. But if you just did I, then you'd have 6 minus 5I times I over I squared, right? So if it was I times negative I, it'd be negative I squared, which means you just divide into -1. But what is I squared? -1. So and then you can distribute this, so you'd get 6I minus 5I squared, and I squared again is going to be -1, right? Divided by -1. So now I'm going to divide into this negative number. So this becomes a positive 5. Divided by -1 is a -5 minus 6I. And is that in complex form? Is that in standard form? Well, remember, standard form of a complex number is a plus bi. So yes, that is in standard form. Yes? Do you want to do it with negative I? No. Okay. It's the same thing. It's just you're just gonna have to. Everything will be multiplied by -1 again. So, but you get the same one. But all the simplest form, you just need to multiply by I to get the I off the bottom. All right? Any questions? Nothing else? No? Last chance? All right. Fine.